Well, Northeast Ohio Adoption Services is working to find forever families for children in our area. And joining us now are Executive Director Cheryl Tarantino and Marketing and Communications Specialist Vanessa Dewey. Thank you so much for being here. We appreciate it.
Thanks for having us.
And so, first of all, we were talking just a little bit while we had a little off time about some of the myths when it comes to adoption and foster care. What are those?
Well, often folks think maybe they're too old, but really there's no upper age limit. As long as a doctor will say that you're in a good health and able to care for another human being, then you're good to go. We have people in their 60s and 70s that have gone through the process. And on the other spectrum, as long as you're 21 years old, you can start the process. So you can be probably younger than most think or older than most think.
Okay.
You don't have to be rich. You have to be able to pay your bills, manage your household, and but you don't have to be rich. Some folks have a much lower income than you would expect. And then, I think you don't have to be married. So we work with all families. So you could be single, you could have one mom, two moms, you could be, married for 30 years or married for one.
Okay.
So, it's the whole spectrum. There's so many kids that need the homes. I think more families are eligible to do it than they realize.
And that's important,
Yes.
helping these young people. And you're making it easy because this month you have classes available. Can you tell us about that?
Yes, we offer classes throughout the year, I think about 9 times throughout the year. Classes are free through our agency, and so anyone who is thinking about fostering or adopting, they're going to have to go through the licensing process, and we provide those required classes, that training, for free at our agency. And so we really are trying to get people in. We have classes starting February 19th in this month, and we're just letting people know, hey, if you've thought of fostering or adopting, the need is so urgent right now. There are way more kids in the foster care system than there are foster and adoptive families. And so if you've thought about it, if you have questions, call us. We are here to walk with you through the process.
And why is that? Why are you having more kids in the system?
Really, it's come down to the opioid crisis that we've all just to some degree been affected by in our area. And children are just coming in to the foster care system in staggering numbers. Parents are unable to, let go of the addiction. They're going to jail, or they're overdosing and dying, and children are just, being left alone. And so we have sibling groups. We have so many kids. We have about 16,000 kids in the Ohio foster care system. And last I looked, we only had about 7,000 foster parents available. And then there's about 4,000 of those 16,000 kids that are available for adoption. They're just waiting for someone to take them into their forever home. So the need is so great, and there are so many able families out there, and so many that have thought about fostering and adopting. And maybe, just to hear that the need is this great and that we'll help you walk through the process.
Right. You make it easy for them, so that's important. And they're also looking for volunteers as well. So maybe if you're not ready to be a foster parent or an adoptive parent, you can actually help them volunteer. They have events and all sorts of things, which you can get information on by calling as well. So that information for the Northeast Ohio Adoption Services, you can call 1-800-686-6627, extension 126, or visit NOAS.com. Thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Thanks for having us.